Hello, and what a night that was last night. Friday, 10th of May, probably the best ever aurora I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely fantastic. And on my doorstep, I didn't go anywhere special to film or photograph the aurora because it was quite late at night. I'd been out already with my photography club looking for bluebell shots, and we came back, had a cup of coffee. Somebody spotted on the Aurora watch that the Aurora was kicking off. So we went outside and had a look, and it was too late. Way too late. But I got myself home, about a 20-minute drive, and let the dog out in the park. Couldn't really see anything. Came back to the house, and I was chatting to some neighbours and realised that you could actually see the Aurora. And it was to the south. I was looking north. It's the northern lights. For goodness sake, they don't get them in the south. And they were in the south. Unbelievable. Grabbed the decent camera. I was out with the ZFC, which I'm filming with just now. I got this out because it's bigger, it's better, and it's got a fabulous, fabulous lens. Look at the glass on the front of that. This is my 14 to 24 f2.8. Beautiful lens. Can you tell I'm a little bit hyper? I'm still buzzing from last night. What a night. Anyway, let's not talk too much about it. Let's get on and have a quick discussion about what happened during the photography, kind of what went wrong and what went right. And the first thing I want to say is I set the camera up and my brain was on, it's dark, I've got to have a large ISO or ISO. Crank that up, and of course you just get grainy images. And later I realised, not much later, it's night. To get more light into the lens you take longer exposures. So I was able to bring the ISO back down, not to 100, but I brought it back down quite a long way. I'll show you the figures soon. And then I was able to take a longer exposure. Now if I'd taken 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 second exposures, then stars in the image would have streaked. So I only took 1, maybe 2 seconds, and most of the time it was actually under 1 second exposure, and that made sure I got pin sharp stars, so they look good, but I had enough light coming in to get the aurora as well. So once I got that sorted out, I was happy. The second thing I did wrong was I did some panoramas, and you set the camera on the tripod, and you take pictures by turning the camera around like this, and it works fine. Doesn't work so well when they put the camera up at that angle and then start doing it. What a mess. What a bloody mess. So some of the panoramas I tried just didn't work out. I took over 600 images. Some of those were for time lapse. There was only one time lapse, which was nearly 100 images. Other 2 time lapses were a bit less, 2 or 3 time lapses. So the rest of the images were kind of what I was working with. And then, I'll show you on screen now, when I put the SD card in, this appeared. I nearly cried when I saw that. I really did, I nearly cried. But for some reason, the images seemed to be working fine. I've not had any real issues. So I think it was the images that were the higher ISO that it didn't seem to be able to cope with it. I don't know. Anyway, I got some images out of it. I've selected a few. I'm going to show you those just now, and I'm going to hopefully get out again tonight. This is Saturday the 11th. We're supposed to be getting another aurora. We'll see what I can do, see if I can better what I did. But here's the images I took last night. I hope you like them. I hope you appreciate them, and in one of them you can even see my car, just to prove that it is accessible photography and I never go far from my car. And that's a lie, because earlier in the evening I went for a really long walk and I didn't like it. That's another video. Anyway, let's have a look at last night's images of the aurora. Bye for now.